Hello everyone. Welcome to another Color and Chat. My previous Color and Chat that I had filmed was a disaster. I ended up forgetting to film, or rather, I didn't forget to film, but I forgot to check that I was recording correctly, and so I wasn't, so I had to scrap that video. But today we're going to be coloring in, of course, Glam Noir. And for the sake of keeping this video relatively short-ish, I'm trying to keep these at 30-35 minutes or so. I will be filming in chunks, and I've already done a portion of it. I'm going to be coloring in, well, I'm going to be keeping the color palette limited. This is where my mind is today. And by the way, say hello to Karla Stumps. If you are new to my channel, hi, hello, welcome. I'm obsessed with nails, and when my nails are off or cut short, we just refer to that as Karla Stumps because I just feel so abnormal like this, but I do like having them short. So if you are new here, and this is a shock to you because I always have either my natural nails semi-long-ish, at least over my fingertips, and if they are not that size, then they're usually the fake humongous stilettos. And once I go through a cycle of natural and fake, I will remove the fake ones. But inevitably, every single time, my natural ones break. And when one of them breaks, it begins a domino effect when the rest of them follow suit within days. Because once one of them breaks, it screws around with my perception of pressure and weight distribution on my hands. And this past weekend, assembling furniture, moving furniture, one of them broke literally almost in half. And then these two followed. And I said, you know what, just cut them all off. So I clipped them all off. The natural ones are going to be growing in for a while. Hello, Stumps. Okay. My little tiny sausage fingers. I have exceedingly small hands. Okay. This is why I always wear these little ring sizers. My fingers are like size 3 and 4. Seriously, so tiny. And so anyway, don't be alarmed. We're okay. We're okay. I know it's weird to see me without nails, but anyways, the nail conversation. But welcome to my life. Today, we are going to be keeping it simple, supposedly. That's the plan anyway. And I say that because what I want to do is not use a lot of highlight today. And I may not even go through and shade much. So I'm trying to force myself to not go overboard, which going overboard is totally fine. I am the empress of OTT, over the top. So I am too much of too much quite frequently. And I am an advocate for not only maximalism, but also I am a big advocate for do whatever the hell you want. And even if doing whatever the hell you want means making a freaking mess in your coloring pages, I mean, it's all about having fun, right? So, yeah. But it's also equally important to be a little bit more experimental and discerning, yeah, every once in a while. So this time I'm going to be trying to keep things a little bit simple. And I think where this is coming from is because I've been experimenting with sticker design more lately. I mean, I've been making stickers for not quite a year. Actually, just a few months is when I got my sticker cutter, but I'm finding that some of my line work is too detailed for my sticker design. And so that's kind of bleeding into, because I'm trying to figure out how to simplify my artwork for sticker design. Not too much, but just a little bit so that it translates better to the sticker machine and the sticker design itself. Because, you know, little teeny tiny details, if you shrink down something that's 8x10 to 2x2, it's not going to look right, you know? And so because of that, I thought, well, why don't I experiment with not only simplifying line work, but also simplifying color? Because a lot of the artwork that I'm drawn to is very bright, punchy color. And specifically design work, I'm talking retro design work of the, 50s through the 80s. It was a lot of flat, punchy color with a little bit of texture. I like that quite a bit. And so we're just playing. That was just a lot of, that was a word salad to say, I just want to keep things a little bit simple today. But context is always good, It's good to share where my mind is my ideas are stemming from. And in this case, it's just inspired by retro blocked color design, you know, mid-century modern design of the 60s and 70s, primarily, a little bit of 80s in there. And, oh, did you hear that? Excuse the hacking beast on the floor. And also inspired by my sticker designing. So I'm going to continue on with this off camera, and I'm going to finish filling in the background with the fluorescent red and the webs in fluorescent orange, and then I will check back in with you. That actually went a lot quicker than I anticipated. So I'm going to go ahead and do some more purple on the hair. God, I hope this color is going to translate well on camera, because the lighting that I have today, typically when I film videos, because one is supposed to do this, you switched onto the cooler white light. Yes, because obviously cooler white light is closer to daylight, blah, blah, blah. But I dislike sitting in cool light. It's too clinical. I don't like cool light. I'm one of those people. It's the great debate, right? You either like bright, cool, blue, white light, or you are a warm light person. Think laboratory in 2025 versus, I don't know, an alchemist's lab in 1749, right? That's the difference in lighting, and I'm definitely the alchemist type of girl. So I prefer the warm lighting, so that might screw around with the final product. But I mean, the colors that I'm using today are all warm, so shouldn't make that much of a difference. But you know what? We're running into a problem now. Not a problem, but what color is her skin going to be? I'm going to try my best to refrain from using my tried and true neon yellow. I love using my bright yellow color on most of my work. I would dare say at this point it's a bit of a signature, yeah? One of my signature moves, if you will, to grab that fluorescent yellow, sometimes the fluorescent pink. But what are we going to do with her skin? Let's see. Oh, let's see. Oh, well, this one is dead. And this one would have probably been the one that would have worked best. Of course. Of course. Of course. It's not the way things always go. Okay, so we're going to put this one in the to be repurchased pile. Shooty shoot. So what are we going to do? Let's see. That's a bit dark. Give me a moment off camera to ponder this conundrum, please. Since I said I was somewhat referencing retro art and design, we're going to go with, think about retro sci-fi book covers and cartoons and comics. The color palettes are always very bright and nonsensical, at least nonsensical in terms of modern sensibilities, in terms of what sci-fi should look like. If you look at covers from the 50s up until the 80s, you're going to see aliens with neon pink hair and orange skin. And now everything is very, for lack of a better word, realistic, right? People think, well, with all the technology that we have now, if we were to see an alien life form, it would probably be humanoid and it might have human flesh tones. Maybe it might be a little bit, a little bit pale because outer space is very cold and adaptability and da-da-da-da-da-da. Whereas in the 50s through the 80s, people are like, we don't know what the hell an alien looks like. So if we're going to make it pink with orange hair to make this comic book look cooler, well, that's what we're going to do. We're going to put this pink-skinned, orange-haired alien on a planet that's neon blue that has, I don't know, like a glowing lilac moon. You know what I'm saying? It was just color on top of color on top of color. And just as a throwback to my first spacey coloring book, Stardust Space Lust, that's what inspired that book, the book cover too. It was vintage sci-fi pulp artwork and covers and comics. And now that I have another, It's not a sci-fi themed coloring book, but it's kind of space opera-y in terms of the fashion references. My newest coloring book, Luna Soleil, which is, I will talk about where the name came from later, because it's definitely a conflation of languages and words, but obviously it's a relation of the moon and the sun. But that book cover was definitely inspired by retro sci-fi themes as well. And you see how cool it looks? Well, I think it looks cool. But she's looking very retro, and that's what we're going for. So I like it a lot. And I think at this point, this is a good stopping point for me. And I will come back to this either later. Well, actually, no, it's very late today. I will come back to this tomorrow, and we shall continue our little, I guess we can call her our little alien arachnoid. Yeah? She's cute. I like her. All right, I will see you in the next chunk. Welcome back to another coloring session, and what I think is going to be the final coloring session for this page for a couple of reasons. One dumb reason, one good reason. The dumb reason being I am injured and we don't want to see my burnt up hands. Yeah, I reached into the oven like an idiot without an oven mitt because you'd think I'd never done this before, and somehow I didn't get just one of my knuckles, but I got damn near all of them. So injuries on camera, not cute. And also, it took me a couple extra days to get back to this page, and my new coloring book, Luna Soleil, will be released within the next couple of days. And I'm hoping, if I can't get this coloring page uploaded before the release date, I would hope that I can get it uploaded just shortly after, but ideally before. So I want to hurry up with this page, not to rush it because truthfully it's almost done, but I don't want to spend more time yapping than is necessary. So I'm going to show you what I'm going to do, and then I'm going to do the bulk of it off camera. And damn it, wouldn't you know, the pen is dead. Surprise, surprise. So I'm going to be adding gold to this, gold accents, but of course, because gold, I love my gold pens, and we're going to go with the, well, I did think that I was going to go with the Sparkle Pop, of course, the glitter, but I think I might go with, well, I might do both. I'm going to do just a standard gold gel pen. Why? Because I just want to kill it. I have better gold pens out there than this one, but I just want a little bit of gold, and then maybe we'll put some glitter on there. But what I do want to make sure that I get on camera, because I know I've done this previously in other color and chats, but I can't even tell you when. And a lot of my older color and chats are no longer on the channel. We went over this already, that they're too long, it hurts my channel, blah, 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 viewer retention, blah, 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 a bunch of technical crap. So I'm grabbing a clear sparkle gel pen, just clear. There's no color in this. It's just the color of the glitter shards. And in this case, I'm using the Jelly Roll. And I just realized something, that we're going to run into an issue because there's a huge gap. This pen is basically dry. So I do have another one. So I'm going to grab that. But what I'm doing is can you see that pretty sparkle? It actually looks more dramatic on camera than in person. It only looks this dramatic during the daylight. In the lighting that I have in this room right now, the warm lighting, yes, it is visible, but I feel like it's almost more visible on camera. But you get the idea, right? It gives that glistening silk look, and it's just going to look so beautiful on all the pages. I'm going to go and I'm going to do all of the spider webs with it. And I've not decided yet if I want to do a white highlight on this. I may not, and I will check in with you if I do. But really, I just wanted to hop in for a quick moment to show you what I'm doing with the spider webs. You can already see, right? I've already demoed it because I did it up here. So nice. So I will be doing that on the entire page, and well, where there are spider webs. And then I will be doing the gold accents. And then from there, I think we're just going to call it done with this page. Fairly simple, right? I'm still refraining from doing an excessive amount of highlights. I've not done any highlights on this page yet. I was playing with the idea of maybe putting some highlights just on her, not on the webs, not anything like that, because I was thinking, now maybe I'm thinking a little bit too much about this, but when you see, and this happened because I added red to the middle, and then I started thinking about Black Widow spiders. Black Widow spiders are so glossy, so black, you know, it's that slick, latexy kind of a look. And so, I mean, she's essentially wearing something super tight. Is it velvet? Is it latex? I have no idea. Is it lycra? Is it spandex? I don't know. But adding some shine to this will play with the idea of it being webby, spider webby, widowy, black widowy, femme fatale, you know, and that is Glam Noir. She is a femme fatale, and this time a little arachnoid. So, well, quite a lot. Arachnoid, quite blatantly arachnoid, actually. So, haven't decided yet, but maybe not. I guess TBD. To be determined, and you will find out shortly. So for now, I'm just going to keep slinging these webs, slinging these sparkly webs, and then I will check in with you shortly. Give this a shot, by the way, if you've got spider webs. Silver looks great too, but the clear, there's just something about the clear because you can see the color through it. I like it. It's translucent. It's that gossamer web effect. Give it a shot. Give it a shot. This is going to be super wobbly filming because I'm holding you in my hand, but I forgot to tell you that to go along with the spider web trick, it's not really a trick, is it? It's just a technique. Take the clear and add more freehand webbing. I mean, if you're not confident, of course, you can sketch it out, but I, of course, would encourage you to just go for it, trial by fire, and do that. You see that effect? Isn't that nice? Very elegant cobwebs. Oh, so nice. Okay. Oops. Shit. Sorry, I was holding it in the wrong format, vertical. But anyway, look at that. See how it kind of disappears and then it appears. Like a real spider web. Ooh. Try it. Welcome back. With a cacophony going on outside today. This is why I dislike filming in the daytime. There are tree trimmers, other landscapers, trash trucks. There's construction going on. There's a roof situation happening. It's peak air traffic time apparently at the moment. We like the birds. There's lots of birds doing their birdie thing outside, which is fine. But anyway, hopefully that's not too annoying if you can even hear it at all. But yes, miraculously, I like this page. It's not often that I can say that I enjoy my pages. Could she be better? Better, quote unquote. Yes, there's always things I can improve, always things I wish I would have done a little bit different, but it's a damn coloring page. I had fun. I tried something a little different in that we didn't go overboard with the highlighting today. And usually when I don't use the white as a highlight, I will go in and use gel pen instead. Well, this time I went in and I used just a little hint of the gold gel pen in lieu of a highlight. See, on her dress, I did a little bit of outlining here. So I really like this approach, and I think I'm going to play with this idea moving forward on a few more pages. No, I'm not going to kick white highlights to the curb, but because I do like that. I like a scandal. I love a sparkle, but this just gives it a simple yet maximalist look. Oxymoronic much? Yeah, but do you see what I mean? That those webs in the background, they disappear, then they're here. See? Gone. Oh, there they are. Gone. Oh, there they are. It's minimalist, but still maximalist because of the sparkle. And likewise with the gold. We didn't do any of the white highlighting, but the gold is just, whoo, look at that. Love it. So yes, I do enjoy this. And if you try any of these techniques, let me know. Let me know what you think. And especially with the spider webs, I hope you picked something up from this video, at least the spider webs, so you can try that on any books with spider webs or spooky season. Remember it in spooky season, or for, remember, hashtag Carloween. Keep that in mind and play with the sparkly spider webs. All of the supplies that I use down below, or that I use, will be linked down below, as always, as well as a link to purchase a copy of Glam Noir. So that is going to do it for today's video. Thank you for watching. Be bad, be good. You know I don't give a damn which. Just make sure you come back in one piece, and I will see you in the next one.